Left front fender off.
Race CarQuest Auto Parts 300 press conference. Pleased to be joined in the media center by a third-place finisher in tonight's race. That's Brad Keselowski. He drives the number 88 Navy Chevrolet. You had a great run out there tonight, Brad. You really did. Talk about it.
Awesome car. That's the most important part. Awesome car, awesome team. Really clicked today, and was really proud of everyone. Really proud of everyone. Car was it was digging in the night. We knew we had a 9:30, 10 o'clock car. Was it? It's got to be right around then right now. So just proud of everyone. Proud of the effort they put in for me, and got to run up front, lead some laps. That was really cool. And anytime I get to race with the boss, that puts a big smile on all of our faces. So it was just a great night, and just came up a little short. Had a little bit for Kyle and Denny there at the end, but could not get them in short runs. So we needed a long 20, 25 lap run to have a shot at them. But that's the way the race fell, and we're just still proud of what we had and proud of everyone on my team.
Questions for Brad? Raise your hand. We'll bring you the wireless. Who's got a question for Brad? Anybody downstairs? Got one right here, one right front. Let's take this one back here, and then we'll go front, and we'll go upstairs.
Jay Pennell, HardcoreRaceFans.com. Brad, we saw you get in the back of the 20 car right there at the end before he came up on you. What was the reasoning behind that, and what happened there after the race?
Denny and I seemed to race together all day, which was cool because that's obviously a great car that he's got there. And we just raced each other hard, and there towards the end, we had a little bit of fun, but it didn't make a difference with a green-white checker. One lap wasn't going to be enough to pass both of them, and just racing. I don't know. He's here. Ask him.
We'll take another question for Brad, then I'll go to Denny. Go ahead. You got a question for Brad?
Yeah, Brad, got a chance to lead some laps. After Dale Jr. took that initial lead, you got past him about 2 laps later. Did the boss give you that one, or did you earn it on your own?
Oh, no, he don't give me anything on the racetrack. No, don't make any mistakes there. We're both competitors. He wants to see me run good and run up front, but he's not going to give it to me.
Okay, we also have our runner-up in tonight's race. That's Denny Hamlin. He drives the number 20 Z-Line Designs Toyota. Denny, your thoughts about tonight's race?
Our car seemed like we could run. It seemed like if you got back further than about the 3rd or 4th position, you really couldn't make too much headway. But as long as you had clean air out there, it seemed like whoever could get out there could go pretty good. So it's just really tough to pass out there. And, it's just one of those deals where, you try to play that track position thing at the end of the race as best you can. And, we just came up a little short. We needed that thing to go green. We had a good opportunity, a good race there going between the 3 of us there with a few laps to go. Just didn't need that caution at the end. Just the cars, you can almost run them wide open, the last couple laps. So it kind of, hampered the finish a little bit.
We got questions in the press box. Let's go upstairs. Who's got a question for either Brad or Denny? Go ahead.
Montgomery NASCAR scene. Both guys early in the race, I guess, Denny, you were talking about Brad was racing you a little bit too hard there. Can you talk about that? And Brad, the same thing.
Well, my complaint was, and I was fully intending on talking to him after the race, regardless of anything that transpired in the cars before all that. But it's just there's situations where give a guy 2 inches to let him clear and don't hang on his right rear quarter panel, because it's they get frustrated. Then the guys get pissed off. Then they're going to race you hard, and it just, I said at the end of that race, I want to do whatever it takes to make that 88's job the hardest to get around me. I'll block to let the 32 win if I have to, because of the way he raced me earlier in the race. I never, if a guy is got everything but 2 inches on me, let him go, because he's got there for a reason. And I got there many times on him earlier in the race. He'd slide up in the middle, and then he'd get a good run off the corner. But besides that, it was almost at the end of the race. I was I had a great run on the top on him. I was up there next to his door, and he slid up all the way from the bottom all the way to the top and cut my nose off. And that just pisses drivers off, and they're gonna. If you make, I learned as a rookie, if you make a guy that's been doing this a little bit longer. If you make their job hard, they're going to make yours 10 times harder. And that's Brad's got enough talent to be in this Cup Series. No doubt he'll be there in a few years. But, you know, I don't know if it's just these short races that he's been in. You just shouldn't race like that. You can, but it's just it'll hurt you in the future. That's it.
Another question upstairs. Go ahead. Brad, you want to respond to that?
We might as well just talk and everyone else just listen.
Well, that's all right. I had somebody upstairs would like your take on that.
I race 1 day a week. I don't race twice a week. I race 1 day a week. I have 1 day a week to prove myself. I have 200 laps, not 400. I have 200. I have to take every opportunity I can to prove myself not only to Junior Motorsports, but to the Navy and my competitors and fans, and I have to make the most of every lap.
Question downstairs.
Whoa.
Go ahead. Upstairs. Let's go.
Monty Dutton, Gaston Gazette. Look, I know it's the heat of battle, and I know people do things under pressure that they wouldn't do otherwise. But regardless of what happens under the green flag, do you really think it's justified to nail some guy under caution for any reason?
Ask him first. I retaliated.
Other question downstairs.
I guess that don't matter, right? Marty?
Money. All right, hang on. Got another question upstairs?
No, it's not.
I didn't
hang on.
retaliate based on the way we raced earlier in the race.
Okay, Denny, by the way, when you asked me a question, they've taken the microphone away. The bottom line is you just have to get an explanation for all this. I mean, as I said, to start out, Brad, do you have any response from that? I mean, you know, this stuff happens and we have to write about it, so it's only fair to y'all to ask you what you think.
No, I don't think it does me any good to respond on that.
Questions downstairs. Go ahead.
The fans, they want hardcore racing. Isn't that what you guys get paid for? I mean, how much hardcore is too hardcore?
Is that to me or to him?
Either one.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
I don't know. You know, I definitely think under caution's completely inappropriate, in my opinion. Okay. So, you know, maybe I should race all Junior Motorsports cars differently.
Other questions downstairs here before we let these two guys go. Anything else upstairs? Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.